Hi guys, I am Big C Chris Castro, and this is the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast.
You're watching DaveCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is NRD and H2P. And this week on episode 54 of the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, we are honored to have a very special guest with us this week from the south side of Chicago. Please welcome Big C, Chris Castro. Chris, thank you so much for coming on the broadcast this week.
What's going on, guys? Good to be here.
It is an honor.
Long overdue.
You are the first Pro Wrestling Tees employee that we've had on this show this year, but you got to be the first sometime. So we're honored to have you. So we'll start basically how we started with other coworkers we've had. We've had Frank, we've had Stank, we've had Berto, we've had your tag team partner Matt Knicks on. So but we'll start where we do with all of them. And how did you get involved with Pro Wrestling Tees?
Real easy. So my tag partner, who's been working there for a long time, he was telling me, that they needed people to fold t-shirts, and I somewhat recently moved back from the Quad Cities. I lived out there for like 9 months, and I was doing Uber and Lyft full time, and I wanted something more of like, a solid line of work than trying to drive around, get fares, and luckily not get killed or carjacked. So as any job, I sent in my resume. I was told to come in for an interview. I interviewed. It was just part-time for the time being. And I literally got hired for how well I fold t-shirts. So this is when we did Pro Wrestling Crate all by hand, and the shirts were not folded. So I had to fold every single shirt before I went into the crate. And Ryan Barkin liked how I folded because I worked at Hot Topic for like 3-4 years, and I got my experience folding shirts like that. And that following week, it was like, okay, you're part-time. And then 2 days after my first part-time, I guess, day, they're like, you're full-time. Come on in every day. And that's how I got hired.
And when did you start at Pro Wrestling Tees?
Oh God, I think I'm at 4-5 years right now. I could actually, just like everyone uses social media pretty much for everything. I can actually tell you, yep, right here. May 11th, 2017. That's when I started.
Okay. And that was before the retail shop was open, or had it been open at that point?
That was before the retail shop. The retail shop opened up officially October 1st, 2017.
Okay. And according to the Behind the Merch documentary, am I saying that right? Documentary?
Documentary.
Right? Thank you. It's late here on the East Coast. And I went to community college. So we saw that you ran the retail store. So how did that position, how did you wind up with that spot?
So with folding all the shirts for Pro Wrestling Create, and just besides that, I was basically just a floater. So wherever they needed me in the shop, I would go there. And then the word of the retail store started floating around, and then it started to happen. Wheels started turning. I literally just walked up to Ryan and was like, yo, like I have these many years in a similar style of retail, like Hot Topic, and I can basically run a store like this. I was management. I was a employee of the month for a few months. I was district employee of the month for a month or two. So I know what I'm doing. And he just gave me the ball and I ran with it. And I set up the store with some help, but a majority of the store opening of all the shirts and everything that was hung up and folded was because of me. And of course, some help.
So with the retail store, because obviously Pro Wrestling Tees, everything is print on demand. But so with the retail store, how did you determine like what you put on the shelf? Obviously, I know there's bestsellers and whatnot, but was there a limited stock in what you would put on, or was there overstock at all that was in the retail store?
So I judged it like I took at first it was bestsellers and then legends, of course. And then we ran with that for a little while, but it was kind of like the store was its own thing. Like it felt like, you know, day and night, where best sellers didn't really like, they sold, but they didn't sell to what I expected them to. It was people coming in and trying to get stuff that like you wouldn't think of, like especially with that area. Like I know the demographic, we got a lot of Hispanic people come in because we have big Mexican and Puerto Rican neighborhoods in the area. So the first thing that I like put my foot down with what I wanted out there, I was like, yo, we need LWO shirts out here. And those sold like crazy. Eddie Guerrero shirts, of course, but then you got like your legends, like your Road Warriors, LOD, Powers of Pain. Did we have Powers of Pain at the time? I'm not too sure, but we definitely got all like some legends out there whenever we can. Mick Foley, of course, Terry Funk, you know, all those guys. But we kept like top tier New Japan and top tier like indie guys in the rotation as well. And then sometimes you got your like randoms too. So it was like a hit or miss, kind of feel what's out there to see if it's working. And, you know, I kind of got a decent rotation, what to keep out there and what to put on a clearance rack and never bring back.
I've been to the store 2 times, and boy, oh boy, at the store, I had such a nice time.
Oh, well, thank you. Like, at least you didn't steal something like Danhausen tried to.
I would never steal. I came out there. Well, before I moved to Michigan, my wife and I, well, Tom's wife, he's my human. We went out there, and I think you might have been there. Tom got a Kenny Omega shirt printed in like 15 minutes. It was amazing. And I don't know if it was you, but somebody let Tom hold that WCW title, and he peed his pants with excitement.
That was probably me. Like for the longest time, I was the only person running the store. Like we were always busy, and I would drop at a dime to just run there. Like, all right, I got it. I'll go, because I was the manager. Like I was the guy who ran that shit.
Yep.
So
I don't think the store was open for regular business hours when we went the first time. You guys were so accommodating and so nice to me and Tom and Tom's wife. I really appreciate it.
We have Harold in the store.
Oh shit! You know what? I thought you did look familiar.
I was there for Frank's brawler drop too.
Yep. Drove all the way out there just to see the Barracuda mailbox bomber.
He wasn't even there, but there was a very nice tall lady working who thought I was funny.
Okay,
I don't know if she was taller than me. I'm only about 2.5 feet tall.
Everyone's tall compared to Harold.
I got legs.
He does have legs. He even wears pants on occasion.
Who wears pants?
I mean, I'm wearing shorts.
Humans, and me when
I'm wearing shorts.
It's all about comfort, you know. I go with a soft style t-shirt and shorts whenever possible.
Dude, same.
But speaking of Harold's trip out to Pro Wrestling Tees for the Frank Spahak Brawler, we have a Frank Brawler. We have your former tag team partner, Matt Knicks Brawler. When are we getting
current still? We're cool still. Are we still tag? All right, get that straight.
My apologies.
Listen. Former Galley tag team champions, former Glory Pro tag team champions. Get that right.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
I'm sorry. That's just okay. I've never claimed we were a professional podcast. We're the most unprofessional pair of kids on the planet.
No. Have you ever listened to the PWT cast? Get out of here. Come on, you guys. Come on.
We've had both of them on here.
I know.
Nick's internet's crashing when we're talking to Berto. You know, we couldn't get Frank Stank on camera. But
I'm the king of the nerds, and I forgot my crown.
Yeah, seriously, terrible. But meanwhile, I will win my crown back at the Royal Rumble next week, and so don't worry, you don't have to find your crown at all. Spots still available in our Royal Rumble contest, by the way, folks. Just message Ryan. But so speaking of your coworkers, when are we getting a Big C Chris Castro employee edition micro brawler?
Dude, just let them know. Like your question is good. That's a good question. Like your guess is as good as mine. I can't really push this stuff. Like I don't want to sound greedy. I don't want to waste someone's time. No one wants that. No one wants that.
Because I think you need a brawler. Otherwise, people might think that you're the Marty to Matt Knicks' Sean,
Oh, Jesus
If, you know,
Christ.
if he's got a brawler and you don't, I'm just saying.
Perfect
I'm not saying
timing.
you're
Look at
through.
this.
I'm not saying we're putting you through the PWT window or anytime soon. But
Oh my
fucking
God.
fine with the props all the time. I can't with this guy.
I just got this pin in today. I love this pin. It's going on
Oh,
my
that's pretty sweet.
PWTees vest. Yeah.
I
Who's
do
it
like
from?
that.
Etsy shop, Tommy's Pins. Thank you very much.
But yeah, so yeah, I would be all for. We've said this for a long time. We want an entire wave of pro wrestling T employee brawlers. We'll never get a Ryan Barkin brawler, so he may as well get everybody that works for him in Brawler 4.
For sure. I mean, he might cave one day, but that might
I
be
bet
like
you
in
he
5
already
years.
has one.
I told
He,
you.
he
my
for
grand
sure
idea.
doesn't. I look at that crazy rack of micro brawlers he has. There is not one of him yet.
When y'all reopen the store, you need to make one Ryan Barkin micro brawler and put it in a display case and then charge people money to take photos with it.
That is
Well,
so
I-
carny.
Well, no, I said, given what we've heard about Ryan Barkin from other employees, when I always thought he would make a 1-of-1 Barkin brawler, and but you have to come to the store to see it, and you can't take pictures. So does it
I mean-
does it really exist?
Dave,
You
don't
know.
give them ideas.
I'm just saying. Like when we reopen the retail store one day, that's how they get everybody back in the door. You know.
Are there
Maybe.
plans to open it again one day?
I mean, hopefully, like that space, like it's unfortunate that we had to close it because we just, we needed the room of how much we were expanding, and unfortunately, because of COVID, definitely did not get as much business as we used to. So we had to take advantage of what we had already, and we're gonna see what's up in the future. I hope so, because I loved running that store. Like I like retail. I like as weird as that sounds. I love retail. I love dealing with the public. There's a small percentage of the public that I don't like ignorant, everyone doesn't like ignorant people. All right. I mean, I love you guys. I like this puppet. I like Commissioner Harold. Hell yeah, man. Fucking look at that guy. He's fucking great.
I'm the
He's got
best.
glasses on.
Yeah. All the people at Pro Wrestling Tees love me. Chris, I'm gonna
But,
have to come back out to Chicago and hang out with you guys in the store.
Oh, dude, for sure. When you come back, I'll make sure I have this bottle of Malort for you. You and me can sip on something nice right here. All right.
Yeah, I don't really have a throat, but we can try.
Oh, believe me, you will taste this. Everyone tastes this.
Perfect. If it's not me, my human Tom really loves a tasty alcoholic beverage.
Good.
Like Sam Adams, the unofficial beer of the unofficial podcast.
Cheers, guys.
One day Sam Adams is going to send us free stuff. I guarantee it.
I have faith.
So with the store closing, what's going to happen with the infamous door of signatures?
It's still there.
Still there?
It's just chilling there. Like, it's not going to get moved. Like, everyone knows not to fuck with it. So it's going to probably be there for the rest of its time.
It's the real forbidden door. It's forbidden to be moved. So with the retail store on, we'll call it on hiatus for now. What is your current role at Pro Wrestling Tees?
So even when the last month of the store, I asked for a different position because it was not like really, it was like new, and I wanted something different. And we started doing sublimation, which is a different style of printing. And I overheard Ryan talking about it, I'm pretty sure with Frank, and I was like, yo, man, like I'll step up and do this, because it's guaranteed hours, especially around these times. So I just jumped into something different. I like to do that. I just like to try a little bit of here and there. And I became the sublimation printer because I was the only person who stuck around with it. We had one other guy training to do it, but he got busy because he was like a bulk printer for our other printing jobs, or DTT jobs. So I just, got curious, started getting more knuckle deep into this project. And next thing I know, I am the full-time sublimation printer. And now I have a lot more stuff to do and a lot more hours.
Well, in addition to that, we also recently saw that you're doing the unboxing videos for the All Elite Crate on the Pro Wrestling Tees YouTube channel, and the first look at the Mortis Brawler. So is that now going to be a regular thing again? Because I know earlier on when like the YouTube channel first launched, you guys were doing some unboxing videos. Is that now going to be a regular thing? Are you going to be doing the unboxing for Pro Wrestling Crate and the All Elite Crate going forward?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because when those boxes, when I started doing those unboxings, I was the only one doing them. Like, I gave them the idea, like, yo, like unboxings are getting popular. Let me just do it. And Ryan was like, as laid back and chill, Ryan was like, yeah, okay, here. He logged me into the YouTube channel on my MacBook Pro, and I would just on weekends during downtime, like on Saturdays when the store was still open, I would record it real quick, and then I would try to edit it the same day just to get it out the way. And I would have one person help me, like, because on the weekends we used to have printing on demand as well on Saturday, and whatever printer was there, I just have them hit record and throw me the box, and I just run its course. And after a while, like, it started getting harder for me to do those because I started getting more busy with my work, so I just completely lost in touch with it. But now I have someone shooting and editing for me, and I have someone helping me with directing. Stupid Michael Heredia from Pro Wrestling Tees has helped me, and our buddy, our guy Andrew, he's doing the shooting and editing for me. So I just go in front of the camera and I work my magic.
And do you genuinely not know what's in the crate at all? Or do you have a little idea?
I'll pull the curtain back a little bit. For the ones I did by myself, I kind of had an idea, but these when they started taking this more serious and giving me the opportunity again for some help, I told them the one catch is I do not want to know what's in these boxes. Like, do not show me, do not spoil. Aim for me, throw the box at me, and we'll go from there. Okay, and that's what we've been doing.
You just got to watch that spoiler card, because I watched the unboxing and you looked right at it. You just right away you got to throw that thing out of there.
Yeah, good thing I have crappy eyes.
I saw like, oh no, we spoiled it.
With working there, is it very hard to avoid the spoilers?
No, it's not. Like, I'm usually pretty busy, and I usually try to keep my head down low when it comes to stuff like that. But if I'm too curious, like, I'll try to find out. But me being, I'm a pro wrestler, yes, but I'm still a pro wrestling fan, so I still like to be surprised. But when it comes to like certain things, I like to be surprised. Other things, like, I have to know. Like, you got to tell me. Don't fucking put me in the dark here. All right. So.
I was gonna say, speaking of that, real quick, being a wrestling fan and a wrestler, I have a weird statistic real quick. I looked you up on Cage Match. You've had 212 professional wrestling matches. Did you know this? Does that sound accurate?
That does not sound accurate at all. I'm confident I have way more than that.
Okay. Well, still, that's impressive to me. So then these numbers are not inflated. They said you had 212. And 117 of those were with Matt Knicks. Over half your matches with Matt Knicks. That was amazing to me.
That's probably, I think me and him had more than that.
Really?
I like, there's some, like, because I actually occasionally like to look at Cage Match to see like what my stats are when I'm curious about something, and they're pretty accurate about a lot of stuff. Like, me and him did wrestle for like FIP before, and for Chikara we did a show for Chikara once, and then we also did Evolved once. I believe we did.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that Evolved match, yeah. But okay, the fan side, tell us about, did you get to choose in the Halloween Battle Royal your characters you came out as? Was that your
I told
choice?
them what I was doing. I have like, I'm doing this, and there's nothing to do about it. And they're like, that's a great idea. Like, we're not gonna do it otherwise.
What did you dress as?
One year I did the Three Faces of Foley, and and I did Shinsuke Nakamura too in that same battle royale with his long entrance with the violin intro, and they did not know I was doing that. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm like sitting backstage, like behind the curtain, like, this is kind of long, huh? But I got a huge pop when I came out as a very thick Shinsuke Nakamura. And
thick skin
Nakamura. Yes.
There you go.
And the year after that, I did Three Faces of Matt Hardy. So I did Team Extreme Matt Hardy. I did version 1 Matt Hardy, and then I did broken Matt Hardy. Delete. And I think that's all I've done so far because oh shoot. I forgot what I did for last time. I think I was in an actual important match, so I couldn't do it. But I've also done stuff for Christmas. I also dressed as Santa Claus for Christmas once, and I wrestled as Chris Kringle coming out the DMX's remix to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I had a 40 in a brown paper bag, and actually, come to think about it, I had jingle bells around my 40 like this.
You're better with props than Ryan.
And
I'm in my garage.
Scrump was one of my elves, and I had 2 other elves, and we were throwing gifts around, and we were having a great old time.
Oh, that is great. Ryan, you mentioned there's 212 that allegedly had 212 professional wrestling matches. Is there such thing as an unprofessional wrestling match? Perhaps that's where the numbers get skewed.
I think with cage match, it's just if a show happens and nobody like
nobody's around to watch it.
Cage match, and then I think it's only you have to like somebody has to submit the results to the card to them, or they don't even know it exists. Is what I would think, at least.
Yeah.
Have you ever like kept track, like how Chris Jericho had like the complete list of Jericho with all his matches? Do you track your stuff like that at all?
No, because I don't have that attention span.
Do you remember?
It's a cool concept. Yes, I do wish I did it at first if I knew about it. I mean, I tried doing that with my Twitch statistics, and I lost track of that too. Just from being in a rush from leaving and me trying to like look back, like, oh shit, how did I do this day? Like I could look back, but is this what I really did? It's stuff like that. I guess it's always in the back of my mind, but not important enough for me to actually start doing it. I mean, it's probably important for a lot more people, but it's just like, I can't keep that attention span. Like I'll forget easily.
Do you remember your first match?
Yes, I do remember my first match.
Ryan knows it. Excuse me. I forgot we had a guest this week.
I'm curious about I'm curious about the what was the result of that match, because it seemed like a short match. Could you tell us about that?
I wonder if it's gonna be the same one that's on your paper.
Maybe not.
It was me versus Matt Knicks at some bar, and I believe it was in either Indiana or Michigan.
Okay, they have something else. I was misinformed, darn it.
See, that's why there's not 212. Why there's way more.
Okay.
Ryan, what
What's
do you
the
have?
one on your list?
Well, I'm curious. Jay Bradley, 27-second match at Resistance Pro. Is that accurate?
That is not accurate at all. That is definitely not my first
Come on,
match.
match.
Well, here,
27 seconds.
Cage
Here's the
Shot is
thing.
more inaccurate than WCW with Goldberg's streak. Okay.
Technically, that's my first match under my actual name because they fucked up. So
I called you.
They booked me as my real name. I actually did have a gimmick name before that. In fact, I used to wrestle under 2 gimmicks at the same time. One was just some fucker named Gabriel Herrera. And then I gave that up because I'm like, this is stupid sounding. Like I was trying to make some unique Hispanic name, and I was like, this sounds like a college, which I found out it was a college. And the other one, my trainer, he was like, hey, you look like you could be Samoan. Do a Samoan gimmick. You're savage. Do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it. I just want to wrestle. And that is the most hated thing I've ever done in my wrestling career. But
by fans or by you? Like you hated that most?
I hated it because like sure, it was cool. I painted my face, and then after a while, it wasn't like traditional. Well, even though I'm not even Samoan, I'm Mexican.
Yeah.
It wasn't like traditional like Samoan paint. After a while, I started doing some weird like black metal style painting in my face, and I just got sick of painting it because I would either 1, forget my paint at home, or 2, try to figure out something fancy to do because I always try to mix it up. And acrylic paint on your face is not healthy, so that's the third reason why I stopped doing it. So
one time my human Tom painted his face for a concert he was playing, but he didn't have paint, so we just used Sharpies.
That's horrible.
And then he sweated, and the Sharpies, they dripped into his eyeballs, and it hurt a lot. But he son of a bitch!
It's like semi-pro when Jackie Moon has everyone put eyeliner on for intimidation, but it sweats into their eyes. They just can't see. They're playing defense. Oh man.
Yeah, I played that show, and I was dressed like the Ultimate Warrior with bandanas, hanging off of me, and just a Speedo. And it was a fake band where I just hit my bongos and congas as fast and loud as I could and screamed words. And people loved it. And we had a confetti cannon that we made out of a fire extinguisher.
That's dope. That's
It was
awesome.
great.
Is there other photos of this? Because I need to see the photos.
I'll send them to you.
Thank you. We'll try. Maybe if I remember. Maybe if I remember, I can edit the photos in like right here. But oh man. But yeah, Chris. So we understand that you've had allegedly 212 professional wrestling matches, which is just not even close. But how did you when did it click in your head? Like, I like wrestling. I want to be a wrestler.
I was 4 years old.
And you started beating people up in school. Got it.
Yeah. So my brother showed me, I'm pretty sure it was probably like Coliseum Video, or it was just somehow on cable back in the day. But my first and earliest memory of wrestling, which I'm pretty sure this is accurate. I hope it's accurate. Hulk Hogan versus Psycho Sid Justice, WrestleMania. Papa Shango missing his cue coming out. Freaking Hulk Hogan throwing, I think, Harvey Whippleman onto Sid. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. And then I just hear this insane rock music, kind of a little thrashy, and I just witness this giant, bulking, raging lunatic of a man with long hair and tassels, just like Commissioner Harold over here, running, sprinting down to the ring, and then just clearing house and beating ass. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I want to be like that when I grow up. And then after that, I just started watching wrestling all the time. And at that point in my life, I was like, this is it. This is what I want to be.
Who would you say is your, was Ultimate Warrior your guy growing up?
At that time, yeah. And then I grew up, I remember growing up and actually paid attention to storylines around like Raw's War, Monday Night Raw, like your Bret Harts, your Shawn Michaels, your Mr. Perfects, and every that. And then I really started getting even heavier into it, wherein like your Rocks, your Austins, your Triple H, your DX, and then WCW came around, and that's when I was like, okay, like we're in full swing here. This is fucking pro wrestling, and I love it. So my guys growing up would be Ultimate Warrior, The Rock, shoot. I mean, I did have one dude from like Kevin Nash, because I fucking love the Jackknife Powerbomb. And then getting older, like new age guys, get into indies, it was always something else. Every era, there's someone I look up to differently.
Mm-hmm. So when you got into wrestling, did it almost kind of ruin your fandom, or would you say it enhanced being a fan of wrestling?
So there's parts, it's like your parents telling you that Santa isn't real, the Easter Bunny is bullshit. Oh my God, did your parents not tell you?
Oh, Harold.
My dad is right upstairs. I have to go have a talk with him.
Easter Bunny, I don't know. Santa Claus is very real. Christopher.
Santa Claus is definitely real, because I got a lot of stuff as a kid, and there's no way my parents afforded that. There's no way.
Oh, okay. So I'll let you keep thinking that.
Thank you. Let me live keep kayfabe live at Christmas, okay?
I'm just saying, well, I don't know your parents, and I'm just meeting a lot of you guys for the first time today, but your parents, I think.
He was trying to fuck on me.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what those words mean.
Castro's got to come on here every week. We just need him as the sound guy. You can just sit off camera if you want. I don't care. Just play drops all show. Oh man. This is
But,
why people need to tune into your Twitch stream. Just saying.
I'm learning every week when I'm doing this stuff too.
Awesome.
We're a year old and we're still learning how to do stuff. So
Oh my
Dave
we gotta
sometimes
start and learn
forgets
some more.
to hit record.
yeah. It happened twice,
We're
but that's
currently
it.
ranking all the micro brawlers from best to worst. Everyone that's been released, that's been in hand up until the end of last year. And one time we almost started and Dave wasn't even recording. And I'm like, hey, Dave,
Almost started. Yes,
we
that's
spent
right.
like 4
Right.
hours already.
Way
We're
more.
like number
Next-
100.
Next week is our 1-year anniversary, and in honor of that, we will release the ranking. Our patrons will get to see the how we came to the collection, like all the countdown. But next week we will
It's
reveal
sad.
from, I think we will be at 238 brawlers in hand to number 1.
Hopefully.
We ranked 103 so far, and it's taken 4 hours.
Oh my god.
Yes, we're putting in
I've,
work for this.
I've definitely done similar stuff like that on my stream where I'm playing a game and I'm like balls deep into it, and then my girlfriend will be like, "Hey, you know, your game is not on the screen; it's just you still, right?" And I'll look at I'll look at all my stuff, like, shit, and I'll just switch over. I'm like, no
People
wonder I
just
only got
watch.
like 3 people watching me.
What
Man,
is your
people like
game
to
of
watch-
choice?
My game of choice currently, on Wednesdays I do Call of Duty Warzone, and I call it WZW for Warzone Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then also just horror survivor games. Like I just beat Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to pick back up oh god, it was The Evil Within. I'm gonna probably pick that up because I played it for like an hour when it came out, and this one I still had just the 360, the Xbox 360, and then I just forgot about it. And now my friends are like, "Hey, I did the same thing, and I just started playing it again, and I know for a fact that you're gonna love it because I love it too." And we and him have similar taste in video games.
And you do, but when you do your Twitch streams, are you usually a PC guy? Do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm a PC. Like this is like my PC. When I'm
I can see this. I can see that. So that's
PC's
That's
here.
intense stuff.
My PS4 is right here. I got connections where I can connect a Switch, Nintendo, all this good stuff. Like I switch it up. Usually, I'll try to do a console game once a week or twice a week, and then if it's not that, then I'm doing like either Warzone or some other battle royale style game like Fortnite and shit.
I play the Fortnite.
Fortnite's addicting and it's fun.
I
Never
like
played.
it because I don't care about it. And I keep winning when I don't care.
Exactly.
The second I say I want to play the boom boom shoot 'em ups real good, I die immediately. But if I start caring, I just run in circles and say pow, 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 and I jump and I duck, and then I win.
Can you like create a
I don't
custom
know how to
Herald
build.
character?
I
Hammer
don't think you
nails.
can on Fortnite, but shoot, we can try and like something like Fire Pro Wrestling or something.
I just play Fortnite and I build ramps to walk up, but I don't know how to build structures.
I don't
Come
build.
on. This is what
Building
I
is dumb.
You
You pay someone to build for you.
I'm queuing out, but
I got an Atari controller upstairs, so
I
show
got a
my age.
PlayStation 2 right over there.
I have a
Me too.
PlayStation 2. I actually replayed and beat Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh my
Hell
god!
yeah, that's a fucking
During the
classic.
pandemic, and I started trying to play San Andreas, but there you go.
There you go, Nick.
Is that the purple one that everyone got
course.
like for free? Of course, yes.
You
And I
gotta
got
play
the-
Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
you gotta play WrestleMania 2000, the best wrestling game
is
ever.
dumb.
Yes, it is, but that's why we're all here
Dumb.
today.
No, this is what you play. Virtual Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I have
I
not
found
seen
this-
that in 20 years.
I found this at a disc replay, and then I got a shitty like back end NFL game so I can switch the backs because you can't play Japanese cards on American consoles. In fact, I have the original Japanese card here. You can
I
tell
have
the
a feeling
difference.
my company that had
Wow.
a ton of Japanese cartridges.
That's crazy. So how we just to get back to micro brawlers for just a second, so we mentioned we're doing our all-time ranking next week. Chris, do you collect micro brawlers? or do you just showcase them on the YouTube channel?
So I was collecting them for a little, like a handful here and there. I mostly just unbox them, but if there is one that I want, and I'll get it. Like the Mortis one is badass. That is so cool. And of course, you need to get the Macho Man ones, dude. Like those are classics. And if
what a day that was. That's coming up as a 1-year anniversary too.
Oh my god. We debuted what, 5 of them, 6 of them, I believe.
6 of them. That. 6 in 12 hours.
And
I remember I stayed up till 2 a.m. just to make sure, like, is it done? It's done, right? They're not gonna release another
Micro Brawler group.
I have a suggestion. If you guys do that again, do it around like the 2nd or 3rd or the 16th or 17th of the month. That's right when most people get paid. If my bank account is flooded with cash on like the 16th, I will spend way more money than just buying 3 machos. I would have bought all 6.
You know they're going to do the complete opposite of that now, right, Harold?
I know.
So
They hate me.
And now when everybody's tax money hits.
I pretend that I'm rich, but I am very economically challenged.
There's an H&R Block commercial waiting to happen. Like, oh, I got that tax return, and they're just running to Pro Wrestling Tees.
I'm coming, Ryan. I'm coming.
And then they realize their store's closed, like a few people have already.
But then everyone chips in their heart grows 3 sizes that day. They all give in their checks, and we reopen the retail store. That's the movie ending you need right there. So everyone, please send your tax return checks to care of Ryan Barkin at Pro Wrestling Tees on I don't know the address off the top of my head.
Don't do that.
I mean, you can.
Harold's Dog Puppet in Holland, Michigan.
Wow. Just join our Patreon. That's all you need to do. You can all the Royal Rumble entries you can handle. But yeah, so and also Chris, so with your wrestling career, do you have any, what is your end game? Do you have any goals? Obviously a lot of people, they say I want to make it to WWE or AEW. Where do you sit with what you want to do with your wrestling career?
I just want to wrestle for whoever and wherever I can. Like if I get somewhere and it's a good opportunity for me that's going to make my life easier for myself and my loved ones, I'll do it. Because I don't take care. Like my dad, he lives with me. He's retired. He's fine. But that guy took care of me and raised me practically by himself after a while. And he made me into the man I am today. So it's my turn to take care of him and give him the easy life. And if I can do that for my loved ones, wherever I can wrestle at, that's what I want to do. And if I can entertain people doing it and make them love professional wrestling more, that's a place I want to go to. And that's what I want to do.
Where is the furthest you've had to travel for wrestling? Because I know you mentioned that you'd wrestled Matt Knicks in a bar in either Indiana or I forget what the other was. It Michigan? There we go. Michigan's a terrible state.
I know.
Yeah, what's the furthest you've ever had to travel for a wrestling show?
And we've definitely done that drive down to Florida. We've definitely done Gainesville for Fest. We've done Tampa, Orlando. That's by car. Luckily, I have better opportunities. Well, before COVID hit, I've had better opportunities where I can fly and whatnot. But I've definitely driving down the floor was the longest drive. But I've been to North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Omaha, Nebraska, Iowa.
I love Omaha.
Me too. It's my second favorite city. I fucking love Omaha.
There's a really cool park with a 2-lane metal slide that goes, whoa. I went down it.
By yourself?
Well, no, Tom went down it when he was 18 and he was nice and skinny.
I celebrated my 23rd birthday weekend because we had check this car. Me, Matt Knicks, Mark Andrews, and Pete Dunne. We had a show in Council Bluffs, Iowa, which is bordering Omaha, Nebraska, for Magnum Pro. And we had our show, and then that night we went to Omaha, and I got drunk.
I went to a punk rock show in Omaha, in like internet cafe or something.
That sounds sick. I love those kind
I
of
did a
shows.
front flip onto 3 people.
Oh hell yeah, stage dives.
And there
What is
wasn't
your
even a stage to jump off of.
what is typically your drink of choice there, Chris?
If I'm being cheap, either PBR or Jack and Coke. And if I feel like spending some money on myself, either a Manhattan, an old fashioned, or any beer that's dark, like a stout or a porter.
Do you like to drink gin as well?
I'll do a gin and tonic once in a while. They're refreshing. And of course, tequila.
I've been drinking Aviation a lot. It's a cocktail with gin and
Ooh,
creme de violet liqueur. It's purple.
it's purple.
Purple.
Huh. Does it taste purple?
Yes.
Actually, for the can't talk. For the tequila lovers, we do a Secret Santa every year at Pro Wrestling Tees with every single person there. And Ryan Barkin, my boss, was my Secret Santa, and he snagged me this Termana bottle. It is Termana Añejo small batch tequila. This is aged and it's whiskey barrel rested.
Ooh.
And apparently my coworker told me this is hard to find. He also, well, I already had sake in this today. He got me custom made shot glasses that have my Twitch handle on it, and it's got a bullet.
And the
we
bullet.
both like because we both like Call of Duty Mobile, and we talk about it all the time.
Interesting. I do like
Oh.
that.
And he knows that I play Warzone like crazy. So this is how much that my boss actually listens to me. He's a great guy.
So this is going to air on a Tuesday, so make sure you tune into his Twitch stream for Warzone Wednesday, everyone. Just saying.
WCW.
What is your Twitch stream handle there?
It's my Twitch stream handle is my handle for Twitter and Instagram as well. It's Castropolis. It's my last name, but you add Pollis to it. It was my nickname in high school. It was my first ever backyard wrestling name, and I just had it since I was like 16. So it ain't dying.
It's a good nickname.
What was your finishing move in the backyard?
Oh, it's my finishing move in the backyard. It's still my finisher today. It's the Tiger Driver 98, the double underhook pile driver.
I was gonna ask, was there any famous Dylan Shivers matches?
No.
Is that on cage side?
No. After hearing his finisher, I don't want to. I'm good.
So you said you'll go anywhere that they want you to wrestle. We want you to wrestle Ryan. We don't care where it is, but we'll make sure it happens.
Dylan Shivers.
We need people to join our Patreon and buy our merchandise. We can hire Chris Castro to beat. Oh God. Oh Lord.
Ryan, look out, my friend.
Yeah.
No, hit him
really
square
good.
up.
No, actually,
I can come wrestle you, Chris. I'm the closest to the group.
Yeah.
I'm pretty limber.
Okay, I'll get my oil.
We've seen Kenny Omega versus a blow-up doll and a child. Now watch Chris Castro fight a puppet.
Watch this.
I'll do it.
I will fly out to Chicago for that. Hands down.
live show.
He's kicking for you.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Make it a Patreon exclusive. I'll do it. I'll put it on my Discord.
2023, the Jericho Cruise, Chris Castro versus Harold the Puppet on the main deck. Let's
I want
make
Ryan
it
Barkin
happen.
to be the referee.
I was going to say, have Ryan Barkin call the match with me.
No, he's got to be the ref.
Throw out his back.
We're only in black and white striped Speedo because we'll be on the cruise ship. You can't wear board shorts on a cruise ship.
This is true.
Aubrey Edwards wore board shorts on the cruise when she refereed.
It's a shame. Speedos only, gentlemen, because our thighs are so pasty. They got to get some sun. And you're not going to see these people for a long time.
No.
So no embarrassment. Get those pasty white thighs nice and golden brown.
In 1 year's time, I'll be on that cruise ship. I will hopefully be a lot slimmer, a lot trimmer. I will not be in a Speedo. I can guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen.
I
If
just
this
got
cruise
sponsored
ever
by
sets
Hawaiian Tropic Suntan Lotion, Dave.
So we'll repost this in 2023 so people can make that the opposite happen, Dave. We got Drink up.
I gained weight and went in a Speedo. Like, all right, I just don't care anymore. I'm just that excited to be on the cruise. What I also am excited for is the big mystery that has been looming over this episode this whole time, because typically we know what our top 3 Tuesday topic is going to be going into the episode. We have some time to think. We have no idea what it is. We always let our guests choose. So, Chris, what will our top 3 Tuesday be this week?
So this is for like micro brawlers, correct?
Yes, typically what you want made into, like what you would want made into a micro brawler.
Oh wow. Something video game related.
Okay. Do you want to go video game characters specifically? Do you want to go with just the franchise or video game titles? Could be anything you want.
Let's go video game characters. Let's make this easy for you guys.
Okay.
But they
Nope.
gotta span through everything: Nintendo, Sega, Sony, PlayStation, Xbox characters, PC only games, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can make this work easily. So do you want to go? So we always let our guests go. Do you want to go first or do you want to go last?
I'll go first.
Okay. Okay. Giving us plenty of time to think then.
So my first pick, so it's 3, we're going with 3 characters, 3 video game characters.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm sorry if I pick someone's pick.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's the benefit of going first.
Yep.
My first pick will be Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 5, boulder punching Chris. And he's got like a little boulder under his arm.
Okay.
He's flexing with the other. with his Samurai Edge pistol from Resident Evil 1.
Okay.
Detailed.
2. I think we're picking. Oh man. We're picking Cloud from Final Fantasy with the Buster Sword around like his head, on the back of his head, like he's holding a kendo stick.
Okay.
And then 3, for sure, I say the best for last, would be Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1 on PlayStation. And I have something from Metal Gear Solid actually on my soundboard here. You ready?
I'm ready.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
I didn't know so many video games cursed. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's great. So,
and those are my 3.
Those are solid picks. Nick, you still look like you're writing ferociously.
Yeah, somebody else go, please.
Okay.
I can go. I'm ready.
All right. Harold can go next. That's fine.
All right. I'm not a big video game guy, but right now I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch only sometimes, the Untitled Goose Game. And I'm picking the Gardener as a micro brawler with an accessory like how Frank Spyhick has a mailbox. The Gardener has a goose.
Okay.
My number 2 is always on the list anytime I can throw her in there. Lisa Simpson from the Simpsons arcade game. I love Lisa Simpson because I'm also a vegetarian. And then my number 3 is a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna go with none other than the king of the swing, VJ Singh from Tiger Woods Golf on the Xbox 360.
Solid player.
Interesting.
He wore a Manchester United jersey sometimes.
Yep.
I am also a Manchester United fan.
You poor bastard.
Well, I was. I don't watch soccer anymore. I don't have a lot of time. I'm very busy.
Okay. I like it. Those are solid picks. I can get behind that.
I know.
Nick's still writing. So, Ryan, do you want to go first or do you want me to go next?
You go ahead.
Okay. So, number 1, I'm going to go with Tony Hawk from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Hell
Anyone
yeah.
who loved that game as a kid because you could just free skate and listen to the soundtrack all day. Number 2, I'm going to go with Captain John Price from Modern Warfare 2 because that game we played so many team deathmatch on hardcore, and like me and one of my old managers didn't get along, and so like he'd be shit-faced drunk, and I would just be sniping him, and we'd be on the same team, and we'd all be yelling at each other, "Stop shooting each other! It's not cool." And then my third one is a little out of left field, literally, because I'm going with Ken Griffey Jr. from NBA Courtside 2 featuring Kobe Bryant, because there was a cheat code that you put in and you could unlock the left field because the game was produced by Left Field Productions. So you could unlock their staff team. And it just so happens that Ken Griffey Jr. was part of that team. So you could play as Ken Griffey Jr. against Kobe Bryant in basketball. And I thought it was like one of the most unique unlocks ever.
How was his stats for that game?
He was untouchable. He was right next to Kobe, just draining threes.
Oh my God.
As sweet as his swing was, his jump shot was just as beautiful. It's like watching Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and freaking Steph Curry just combined into one.
Oh my God.
So Ryan, it's time.
Okay, as I keep saying, I aspire to play games again. I'm gonna come back, start with 360 and N64. But I don't know if you guys recall. Anyone knows? I think I'm the eldest one here. There's an arcade game where you sat. It was just 2D. You're in an inner tube, and you just paddled left and right. Okay, Harold knows. I don't know.
Vaguely sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was a basic game. It was Nintendo era, but I mean, so you probably got a blonde paddler in the little circle.
Love this motion.
Yeah, well, that's all you did. You're sitting there, like sitting in it. And then anyway, I mean, that's one of my first video game memories that I can think of. So I would like to be the blonde paddle guy. I'd like. I know any color hair. I don't care. I'd like King from Tekken, because he is a wrestler. Kind of be like the Super Nash, how we got that movie wrestler mashup. I'm hoping for little merging of worlds like that.
He's got that Tiger Mask influence with his character.
Yep. Heck yeah. Last one, City of Heroes. I haven't played many PC games. Have you played, that one, Chris?
Which one is it?
City of Heroes.
Yeah, I know City of Heroes.
Yeah, the creative player, just like a lot of games. I loved creating people. The gameplay wasn't so great for me, but I created my coworker, who I love. He's like my mentor, but I called him Bipolar Bill. So I would like that to become a micro brawler. Yeah, Bipolar Bill is awesome.
Bipolar Bill.
Yeah,
those are solid picks right there. So Nick, there's no more time to write thing down. It's time.
Alrighty. Well, I want to give homage to the video game heels, the villains. I think we need to give them some love. So I'm going to start off with a Bowser from Mario Brawler. Would be solid.
That'd be cool.
And then we're going to go to the Sega counterpart, Dr. Robotnik.
Yes.
That would be so good.
And then finally, this is could be a couple of people. What is Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat?
Ooh, yes. Just to go with that Mortis Brawler and the Glacier Brawler, it's perfect.
Hell yeah. Oh my God, that looks so dope next to them.
Mortal Kombat Brawlers would actually be really cool. There would be like a lot of meat on that.
A lot of meat on those bones, baby.
A lot of them.
I can see a Sub-Zero Scorpion Reptile 3-pack.
Yeah.
I like that.
You need that.
So yes, let us know what your top 3 Tuesday, looking at you, Jonathan Hodap, in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like the video, share it with your friends. Chris, the floor is yours to promote whatever you want. Wrestling shows, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff. PWT store. Let everyone know where we can find you.
For sure. So off the bat, my Pro Wrestling Tees store is prowrestlingtees.com/Chris Castro. You can find all my shirts there. I have some video game related shirts. I have some shirts, basically parodies of hardcore bands. And I have my Twitch shirts there as well. Now my social media, as in my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, my Hover, and my Twitch is all Castropolis, CASTROPOLLIS. And check us out. Oh shoot, dude, you guys gotta check out the Pro Wrestling Tees Network YouTube channel, where I'll be doing unboxings there for spoilers on Pro Wrestling Crates, also micro brawlers to see what we've had made already, and future micro brawlers for pre-order as well. Also other things as like items. So there's a really amazing video that I just recorded today, and I can't spoil anything, but I know everyone.
Spill the beans.
I can't.
No, I do
can't
unboxing videos. I don't want to ruin my videos.
I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just saying I can see it already in one of your screens, what I did a video on. So
Harold Bucks?
I'll just oh shoot. Damn it. Now you got it. And that's amazing. Oh my god, that's so cool. What are those
If you
worth?
DM me your address, I'll send you one.
For sure. You know,
I also just showed everyone my address. So feel free to send me free stuff too.
Go to his house and knock on the door.
Your
And,
DoorDash has arrived.
with
I
the
didn't know
Speedo.
DoorDash.
and of course if you guys dude, I used to do Uber Eats and I hated doing that. Oh my god.
I
was
tip
terrible.
well. I tip well for my DoorDashers. So
Good to know. Good to know.
just saying.
And also if you guys want to like send me some cool video game stuff or anything anime related, you can just send it with my name to Pro Wrestling Tees and I'll make sure to grab it and thank you whatever way possible, social media or on my Twitch. And yeah, I'm mostly active on Twitch during the nights because I'm at Pro Wrestling Tees during the day. So check it out. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of horror survivor and battle royale style games too, but I mixed it up with old school games. So that's about it, guys, I think. Yeah. And then freelancewrestling.com, my home company, Freelance Wrestling, and 616 Entertainment on YouTube, where I will occasionally come up on some videos there as well. So that's all the stuff I want to plug, guys.
Fantastic.
Tweet out that you want a Chris Castro micro brawler. everybody.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Make it
Tweet
happen,
at
Ryan
Pro Wrestling
Barkin.
Tees. Tweet at Pro Wrestling Tees, message them on Facebook, everything, Instagram. We want a Big C Chris Castro micro brawler. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to push any buttons, but hey, the public can do it. The public can make change. Make your voices heard.
We know Ryan Barkin watches this show. He watches. We want a Chris Castro Big C micro brawler. Make it happen. One last question before we let you go, Chris. So obviously next week is our 1-year anniversary show. We are ranking all the micro brawlers from 238-ish to number 1. Who do you think will be the number 1 micro brawler when it's all said and done? It is none of the ones in Ryan's hand. We haven't gotten there yet. If you had to take a guess, who do you think will be number 1?
Oh my God, that's hard.
It is very hard.
No, it's not. Very easy answer for number 1.
Harold's
I
already
mean,
dug his feet into one.
I'm honestly thinking like Ultimate Warrior, or shoot, even Mortis. Dude, those are
Well, Mortis will not count because we didn't have him in hand as of December 31st. But I can tell you right now that next week you'll find out where Ultimate Warrior winds up on the list, because next week, the 1-year anniversary of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast, we rank all the micro brawlers 238 to number 1.
It's going to be Matt Knicks. It better be.
We haven't got
He's going to be up there, I think. I'm in a lobby for that. So we still got to get to Matt Knicks. We got a lot of brawlers still ranked. So find out next week on the 1-year anniversary of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Don't forget to buy the merchandise at ProWrestlingTees.com/the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Instagram, the Wrestling Nerd broadcast. Patreon.com/WNRDB. 3 tiers, 3 great rewards. Facebook.com, Twitter, /WNRDB. And of course, right here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I promise you'll have nice weather wherever you live tomorrow. So on behalf of myself, DaveCTheVoice, the founding father, Nick Carpenter, the micro brawler scholar, Mr. Ryan Crossley, Commissioner Harold the Puppet, and of course, from the South Side of Chicago, Big C, Chris Castro. Thank you for watching, everyone. And until next time, don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day, because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.
Son of a bitch. What?